you're watching Overdrive. Just earlier this year, the Triumph Bajaj Alliance led to the launch of the Speed 400 in the small medium capacity motorcycle space, and now the second version of this motorcycle has launched, the Scrambler 400X. Now it promises to have a lot more versatility. Let's get Chris to do all the talking.
Now when it comes to small to medium capacity motorcycles, well, in the 400cc space, we've seen what the Triumph Bajaj Alliance has brought to the table earlier this year in the form of the Speed 400. Well, that is a really nice roadster motorcycle, but now we are out here with the second installation or the second variation of that same motorcycle. This is the new Triumph Scrambler 400X. Well, as you can see, it looks like a true blue Scrambler, and it keeps with the design ethos of the bigger 900 and the 1200cc Scramblers from Triumph. Yes, it is packing the same engine. Of course, the dynamics have altered a bit as well, and this motorcycle costs 30,000 more than the Speed 400. Now, what exactly does this bike offer? Let's get right to it.
In comparison to the Speed 400, the Scrambler 400 gets a bigger 19-inch front wheel, block pattern MRF tires, a new wide handlebar, knuckle guards, a headlight guard, tank grips, a split seat, different quarter panels, and an upswept double barrel exhaust. Then you get a more off-road friendly 43mm big piston fork up front with a rear monoshock, both of which offer 150mm of travel. The semi-digital display is carried over from the Speed 400, and the only added feature that the Scrambler 400X gets is the switchable ABS, which is basically essential for all your off-road riding, and it's a feature that the Speed 400 misses out on. The Scram 400 looks and feels substantially bigger than the Speed 400, and with its steeper rake, the increased trail, and with more ground clearance on offer, well, there's a lot more purposefulness to it as well. The Scrambler 400X is powered by the same 398cc liquid-cooled single from the Speed 400, which pumps out an identical 40 PS and 37.5 Nm of max power and torque. Now the engine is just as free-revving as it was before, and it remains composed at pretty much all speeds. But the 9 kg increase in overall curb weight over the Speed 400, well, on account of the bigger wheel up front, the tires, the chassis, the tubular steel frame, well, it all means that this motorcycle isn't as quick off the line as the Speed 400, and it lacks that same surge of urgency as the other motorcycle just as soon as you whack open the throttle. The slipper clutch assures you that all your gear changes are jerk free, and the 6-speed gearbox from the Speed 400 makes an appearance here too.
Alright, so a big plus point over the Speed 400, well, with this Scrambler 400 has to be the increased ground clearance, and of course the seat height, which has increased to 830mm. But as you can see, for a person of my stature, swinging your leg over the motorcycle, well, not a real hassle out there. And yep, well, motorcycle upright, getting both my feet planted on the ground, 5.9 frame of course, fairly easy, not a difficult task, and it feels very easy between your legs. I mean, once you're off-road on these slight dirt trails, tackling dirt trails, not a hassle at all. And what aids that has to be this new handlebar, because this, unlike the Speed 400, which comes with an aluminum handlebar, well, this one is a tubular steel handlebar, which helps with, it makes it more durable, more rigid, and more stable off-road as well.
The suspension setup on the Scrambler 400X is awesome off-road, and it manages to keep all the sharpness of bumps at bay, which means, well, it's going to be awesome for a city like Mumbai as well. This motorcycle is designed to allow you to stand up and ride with utmost ease. The hybrid perimeter steel frame with its bolt-on subframe is just so brilliant and forgiving. It allows the motorcycle to be so compliant with whatever you ask of it, with the least amount of effort. All while that lovely tractable motor backs you up with power all the way. It's something that will inspire confidence in both expert and novice riders, and that's the beauty of it. Like the Speed 400, there also is, however, one design aspect with the Scrambler 400X that I found a bit odd.
So although the Scrambler 400X comes with a nice bash plate, as you can see, one still major point of concern for me has to be that coolant reservoir, which is located just behind it, if you can make out right here. Well, if you hit a hard trail, if you jump the bike, land awkwardly on a rock or something, and for some godforsaken reason you happen to damage the bash plate, well, that reservoir is going to be in jeopardy. So for 2,62,000 rupees ex-showroom, of course, what does the Triumph Scrambler 400X bring to the table? Well, of course, in terms of competition, it is a lot more expensive than something, say, like the Scram 411 and the Himalayan 411. But then again, it also is a lot cheaper than something like the 390 Adventure. And as a package overall, it still makes a very compelling case for itself because, well, it has everything that you would want from a motorcycle when you're riding off-road, on these light trails, on the road as well, like switchable traction control, the ABS, you get slipper clutch, ride-by-wire, and just as a whole, well, it all comes together really well for this motorcycle, and it really rocks the boat in this Scrambler, the 400cc segment as it stands.
If you're the adventurous sorts, then the Scrambler 400X will certainly cater to the enthusiastic side of you. We'll take a very quick break here on the show, but coming up on the other side, we'll tell you how to drift in India at affordable prices with Bad Boy Drifts.